be helpful. That was it, right? Sometimes it's hard to tell.
You disrupted our ritual! You displease Gorentak! Buying, selling, I've got what you need.
I need to find out what happened in the quarry. Where's that elf we hired? Have you happened to see an elf around here? Tall, spindly, talks way too much for his own good. No, of course not. That would have been too easy. This is what I get for hiring a tuskless runt. He said he could improve efficiency in Greystone Quarry. What did we get for our trouble? First the fog, then the screams, then nothing. Not a word, and it smells like elf mischief to me. My husband, Chief Ramash, went down into the quarry to look for the elf and find out what happened to our workers. He came back covered in blood, and I can tell you, Ramash doesn't bleed easily. I'd appreciate any help you can provide. After what happened to the chief, the rest of the clan refuses to go anywhere near the quarry. If you can get in there, find out what happened, and make sure the quarry workers are safe. I'm Chief Ramash's forge wife. Tumnash is my clan, and Greystone is our quarry. These recent troubles, on top of the pressure to provide more stone for Orsinium, are beginning to take a toll on us. I tell you, it's enough to make Malakath weep. In the Longhouse, tending to his wounds and raging about the troubles that have befallen us. By Malakath's crooked tusk, chiefs and their howling. He's useless when he's like this. It's all because of that damn city they're building. The king needs stone for Orsinium's walls, for its keeps, for its damn towers. I don't know where Quarry Overseer Yadurl found the elf, but he claimed he could increase our production tenfold. Typical elf. Too clever for his own good. All tricks and hasty maneuvers. But our clan depends on the quarry. It's our livelihood. If we can't determine what happened down there and fix it, the Tumnash clan is finished.
Another outsider here to perform tricks for the false king? Bah, go back to Kurog and leave a real clan chief in peace. So, you're a lapdog and a messenger? I have no time for Kurog's games, outsider. As long as my quarry remains in danger, my place is here with my clan. You think you can accomplish what me and my strongest warriors have been unable to do? Very well, outsider. Restore order in the Greystone Quarry and I will go and listen to Kurog's fancy words. Shadows in the fog.
What are you doing down here? Don't you know that Greystone Quarry is a disaster area? What happened? The High Elf, that's what happened. Things were fine for a while. Rock flowed out of the quarry at a record pace. But then we broke into a cavity and the elf insisted on exploring it. That's when the fog began to roll out of the hole. It was fog. Thick as stew it was. Chief Ramash and Huntwife Bulgar decided to enter the quarry and find out what happened to the elf and the workers. We went with them. Worst decision I ever made. We entered the fog, but we weren't alone in there. There were shadows, things in the fog. We were attacked. I saw the chief run out, covered in blood. Bulgar's still down there, looking for her daughter. Last we knew, she was with the elf. Find the Huntwife and her daughter, and kill as many of those things as you can. But the elf, save the elf for me. Like I said, it was dark, foggy. Couldn't make out anything except shapes, shadows in the fog. Even though I couldn't see them clearly, I could hear them clanging around, skittering on sharp claws, and they moved fast, like lightning. We just entered the cavity when I noticed the strange pipes on the walls. If I had to guess, it was the steam coming out of those pipes that created the fog. Made it impossible for us to see, let alone fight. Those things had no trouble, though.
I thought you were one of those damn machines. You're just lucky I've got the reflexes of a snow bear, or your guts would be decorating the floor. Now, care to explain what you're doing down here? Is this another of my husband's half-hearted rescue attempts? Whatever. I guess I should be grateful. One of those metal spiders took a chunk out of my leg. Nothing too serious, but I can't fight worth a damn. So it's up to you to find my daughter. I don't, but I can hope, can I? Besides, I haven't seen her corpse, and she is her father's daughter. Then there's the elf. He knows what he's doing, and has more than a few tricks up his sleeve to deal with the machines. He's a clever bastard, I'll give him that. He knew there was a dwarven ruin down here, and used us to uncover it. We should have been more careful. But he had significantly increased our production. And you know Orsinium, they always want more stone. Shaban, she's a brave young woman. Took an immediate interest in the High Elf and his fancy ways. The elf didn't seem to mind. In fact, I think he liked having someone strong and beautiful at his side. You find one, and you'll find the other.
Stendarr see you safely to your rest.
Thank Trinimac. You're not one of those dwarven Dwemer things. But what are you doing down here? Did you come to help me escape from this damn quarry? Our quarry, sure. But the dwarves carved out this quarry centuries ago. It looks like they started down here and were working their way up. But don't ask me what they used the stone for. I don't want to think about that. He told me to stay here while he went to investigate the central structure. It was brave of him to go on his own. I wanted to help him, but I know my limitations. I was trained to deal with animals, not walking forges.
Amazing! You were actually able to navigate the Dwemer defenses? You must either be exceptionally strong or exceedingly lucky. Either way, I can make use of that. Ah, so you... I really do feel awful about what happened. I offered my suspect that the ruins of Mizandine were down here, but I never expected such powerful defenses. This place is remarkable. Yes, but I was referring to the fog. It was a most curious thing. As soon as we unearthed the door to this place, a heavy fog set in and the Dwemer spiders swarmed us. I know how to handle dwarven constructs. The orcs, sadly, do not. These Dwemer systems are as sophisticated as they are ancient. I'm not sure we can disable the constructs now that they're fully operational, but we may be able to control them. All we need to do is find the construct control center.
you safely to your rest.
Side by side!
Fascinating. Our paths cross again. Thank the Eight. It's amazing how often good research leads to remarkable discoveries. Since we parted, I have come to the conclusion that this is an automated quarry. Like the Orc Pit above, only much more sophisticated. Isn't it, though? That's what we in the business call a remarkably well-preserved orb of illumination. I believe this dwarven device may contain the key that allows us to bring Mizandine's defenses under our control. Think of the device as a gigantic combination lock. These emitters shine light upward towards the various lenses attached to the rings. If you rotate the lenses to a specific orientation, the device should unlock. Trial and error, like any other scientific endeavor. But be sure to keenly observe every rotation of the rings. That's the key to our success. We can manipulate the 3 kinetic resonators to adjust the lenses and rotate the rings. Follow me.
want to do this. One battle we can walk away from, eh? That's the end of that tale. Stendar!
Excellent! This should allow me to control the dwarven constructs. Fascinating. I never imagined the control mechanism would fit inside so small a space. It will take me some time to master this device. But with it, I'm sure I can suppress the outer defenses and return the quarry to a relatively safe state. Oh yes, it's perfectly safe to work the quarry again. And please give the orcs my deepest and most sincere apology regarding these unfortunate circumstances. I have something I want to try first. Something that will help repay the orcs for my indiscretion. If I can make a few adjustments, I want to offer the constructs to the orcs. I'm sure they'll make excellent workers. I'll join you up above shortly.
Looks like all that training my mother forced upon me paid off. I was like a breeze blowing through the ruins, like a whisper in the night. I was, if I say so myself, magnificent. You should talk to the Forge Wife. I'll just wait here for Naramo.
As soon as our scouts sent word that people were emerging from the quarry, I hurried down to see what was happening. So, where's that damned elf and what did he do? Dwarves? That's the last thing I expected. From the stories I've heard, things involving ancient ruins and dwarves never turn out well. Then the elf survived? Perfect! That means I still get to wring his scrawny neck. Wait a moment. What's that sound? Troll dung, it's the constructs! The damn elf betrayed us! To arms, my clanmates! Let's show this mad elf what we think of his dwarven army.
Don't be alarmed. I bring a gift. These constructs can work your quarry and build a great city of Orsinium.
Damn you, elf. I should kill you where you stand.
What did I say? Please, my friend, make her see reason.
He got half my workers killed, and now he insults us as well? The elf's blood price is steep, and he's going to pay it very slowly. Greystone Quarry belongs to Clan Tumnosh. It should be worked by Clan Tumnosh, not those metal monsters. As long as one Tumnosh lives, we'll extract stone from this quarry just the way Malakath intended. With orc sweat and orc muscle. We dishonor ourselves and our ancestors if we sat back and let machines do all the work for us. It figures that an elf would come up with such a disgraceful and dastardly plan. Their worth is considerable, and we'd be able to keep our quotas as we build back up. You're right. Thank you for letting me see beyond my rage.
That was an admirable display of logic. I'm glad we can make the best of this unfortunate situation. The constructs will increase production in the quarry 100-fold. Dwemer constructs only deactivate when they leave their ruins as a security measure. With extremely rare tools and highly specialized knowledge, I gave these constructs new instructions that override those constraints. Remarkable, I know. My first thought was to offer them to one of the alliances as an army. But I don't have nearly enough for that. Then I figured to give them to the orcs as a way to make up for the trouble I caused here. I'm sure they'll make excellent workers.
You've done us a great service. You'll always be welcome at Tumnosh Stronghold.
Thanks for helping us with the situation. I wish I could have spent more time getting to know you. I know! Next time you're in the vicinity, you can tell me all about your adventures. And if we're lucky, maybe we can have an adventure of our own.
I'm not sure what you did down there, but I'm glad to see that Bulgar and Shaman are alive and well. Too bad Mueller didn't make it, though.
We're not gonna let those metal monstrosities anywhere near our stronghold.
Ah, outsider. I confess I had my doubts, but my forge wife tells me you were as good as your word. Thank you for helping restore order to the Greystone Quarry. Oh, very well. You performed a vital service for my clan. The least I can do is go and listen to whatever fancy words Kurog wants to shout at us this time. I'll see you in Orsinium, outsider.
Oh, nice. What did you find? Here we go.
If I can raise a little gold, I'm on the next caravan out. To oblivion with this place.
And my champion returns. Still alive, and with most of your vital body parts intact. My shield wives owe me. I told them not to bet against me. But enough of that. Were you successful? Are the clan chiefs going to attend the moot? Perfect! You've done me a great service, my friend. The Moot will be remembered as the turning point for Rothgar. The day when all the clans united under the rule of a strong and visionary king. A new golden age for the Orsimer begins here. Now, why, we prepare for the Moot, of course. It will be packed. Clan chiefs from the farthest reaches of Rothgar will come together to finally accept my vision for the future. This is how a kingdom is born. Too bad Bosrog is going to miss it. Don't worry about Bosrog. He hasn't been seen since the attack on the temple. He's probably gone so deep into hiding or run so far away that we'll never see that traitor again. Why should I be? You're concerned enough for both of us. But come on, you're worse than my shield wives. Have a drink. Have the whole damn keg if you want. And take this for services rendered. Now, all we have to do is sit back and wait.
Hello! I've been looking all over the city for you. I had the hardest time finding you. Looked all over the city, even got lost once or twice. I did find an adorable sweet shop though. They had these wonderful tiny cakes that were absolutely delicious. Who knew all cakes could taste so good? Right to business, huh? Not even a hi, good to see you. Fine, fine. Anyway, High Priestess Solgra needs our help. She wants us to work together on this. When you have a moment, you need to go see her. It's a rescue mission, but she said she wants to give you the details personally. After all, you did save her life. I can see it now. Oh, my savior. Let's retire to my private chambers so I can share the intimate details with you. Seriously, Solgra wants to keep this quiet. Said the situation was sensitive. She especially doesn't want the king to know. When I suggested asking the king for help, she insisted that that would only get more people killed. Just so you know. No, doesn't have a clue. That's what makes it so exciting. This is an honest-to-goodness secret mission. I always wanted to go on a secret mission. Besides, once you talk to Solgra, you'll understand. She explains things much better than I do. Have you seen my bow skills? I'm sure Solgra noticed and said to herself, "That's a fine young lass. She can put a shaft through an apple balanced on the back of a moving Wamasu. I shall recruit her." Either that, or she was desperate for some help. I'll meet up with you later. Go see Solgra, but don't take too long.
Thank you for responding so quickly to my summons, especially considering everything you've been doing to support the king. Did Everly tell you that I have a delicate situation. I could really use your help again. She can be rather exuberant, but I suppose the term is accurate. I debated with myself before deciding to ask the two of you for assistance. But in the end, there isn't anyone else I would trust with this matter. A shield wife from one of the clans sent me an urgent plea for help. It appears that the clan's chief has been taken captive by a fanatical group of... how do I put this? They're members of a religious sect devoted to Trinimac. Yes, but it's not the same. The Vosh'Rak are Trinimac extremists who bend the sacred teachings to their own purposes. They've been gathering power and influence at an alarming rate. If they kill the Captain Chief in Trinimac's name, it will give the Orc traditionalists one more arrow to put in their quiver, and they won't use it only against us. King Korag and the Forge Mother have supported us. This will cripple their cause and turn everyone against Trinimac and his followers. Go to Farron's stronghold and meet Everlee. Stop the Vosh'Rak and rescue the chief before it's too late. I just ask for your discretion in this matter. If the king finds out, he'll send an army, which will only result in more death and destruction. 2 things before you go. First, avoid bloodshed on your way into the stronghold. The captives won't be immediately harmed if the Vosh'Rak feels secure. Second, I'm not sure which chief was taken. The message I received was purposefully vague. As with the attack on the temple, we don't want to give the captors a reason to act in haste. The longer they remain unaware of your presence, the better chance you'll have to locate and free the chief. Besides, they could have other hostages. I don't think so. At least not immediately. They're keeping the chief alive for a reason. I think they want to make a spectacle. But the Vosh'Rak haven't always acted in a predictable manner. Of course, other prisoners they hold would be forfeit. Not much. They're rather secretive, keep to themselves. They apparently wear masks whenever they gather, and I've heard rumors. They've been linked to trouble in the West. This sect is rather new, from what I've been given to understand. You can say what these extremists have in mind. I'm not privy to their ultimate goal. I would speculate that eliminating a chief who reveres Malakath will send a distinct message about the Vosh'Rak. I suppose it depends on what chief they hold. Our temple guides people to Trinimac and presents his teachings so they can decide for themselves. The Vosh'Rak, on the other hand, shove Trinimac's blade down their throats and tell them to swallow it or die. Such violence is not Trinimac's way. Well, they weren't here when I arrived in Orsinium. I wasn't aware of them, at any rate. Of course, we were dealing with the Winterborn at the time, so anything else was considered a lesser threat. Still, their increasing boldness worries me.
Stendarr keep me safe. And my coins in my purse. Be nice to get off my feet.
Yeah!
Another find for your pack. see a pawn shop, give a shout. I want to get a gift for Aurelia. Your prowess was befitting a knight. Well done. Looking forward to seeing what you make with that.
Malakath, I pray your words aren't lost.
You made it! Excellent! You found me! I knew you could do it. Did you like the trail I left for you? It was easy. Hide, release an arrow, move forward, repeat. And I was able to stay hidden the whole way. Well, mostly. I did almost get caught that last time. Scared the leaves off my tree, if you catch my meaning. I dove down here to hide and wait for you to arrive. Worked a lot better in my head, truth be told. I found out that the stronghold contains a large prison of some sort, but I have no idea where they hid the thing. Nothing around here looks like a prison to me. Oh, I did hear something else while I was sorting my arrows and waiting for you. A couple of Vosh rocks were arguing. One of them stormed off toward the Overlook. He sounded pretty upset with the cult. We might be able to get the prison's location out of him. Or, you know, he could alert the entire stronghold to our presence. The cultists talk a lot. We might be able to eavesdrop on them and hear something useful. Or we can search the buildings and hope for the best. Either way, let's split up. We can meet back up after one of us finds something. If you discover anything useful, meet me behind the Great Hall. And try not to raise any alarms. The longer we can keep the Vosh Rock from discovering our presence, the less likely they are to start slaughtering any prisoners. Now that you mention it, the Vosh Rock seem pretty well equipped for a deranged cult. I've seen armies that didn't have some of the equipment they're using. You think one of the alliances might be funding these extremists? For as much as I crave adventure, I hate war. My clan refused to get involved in all that. Never wanted to bow down to a high elf queen who looked down upon our customs. What can I say? I come from stubborn stock.
What the? Who are... Hold on. I'm not like the rest of these cultists. They forced me into this. Said they were going to kill me unless I converted to their cause. You've got to believe me. Listen, I'm not like them. Look at me! Do I look like an orc to you? I was a prisoner. They forced me. Join or die, they said. Oh gods, why is this happening? I don't want to die. The prison? That's what we were arguing about. I said it isn't as secure as they think. Oh, sure, the main gate is impenetrable, but there are other ways to get in. They don't care. Who'd be dumb enough to jump into a prison, they said? It's below us. The prison is underground. The well leads directly to it, but it's pretty deep. I wouldn't recommend just jumping. Oh, gods. Please, don't kill me. I told you what I know. Let me go. Please! Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to get out of here the first chance I get. And don't worry. I won't say a word about you.
We will cleanse this land!
Did you learn anything about the prison? I gathered some interesting information, but nothing that helps us at this exact moment. Underground? Like in a dungeon or something? I hope you don't expect me to grab a shovel and start digging. I don't do that sort of thing. Then this must be our lucky day. Not only have we avoided detection, but have found this rope in the barracks while I was looking around. It should be long enough to reach the bottom of the well. Follow me. I'll secure the rope and drop it into the well. Just be careful down there. Who knows what kind of monstrosities live at the bottom of an orc well? Come on, the well is this way. I'll hang back and look around up here a little more while you head into the prison. All right, the rope is secure. Good luck down there. Hope you find the prison and not some nasty sewer or something. Go ahead, climb down and do what you do best. I'm going to look around up here a little more. I'll catch up with you later. Just remember, you're looking for an orc chief, so keep your eyes open down there.
Where will our adventures take us today?
Interesting use of a rope. Remarkably convenient, too. I'm surprised nobody tried that before. You're not a prisoner. I know everyone they tossed down here, and you're definitely not with the Vashrock. All right, I give up. Who are you? Me? I'm no one. Just a humble engineer who built and maintained this prison. Before they tossed me into it, that is. I've been able to avoid the dangerous prisoners, at least so far. Lucky I literally know this place like the back of my hand. Well, I designed it, but most of the heavy lifting was done by the orcs of Clan Farin. The chief hired me, despite my obvious non-orcishness. He appreciated my expertise and sardonic sense of humor. But it was those Vashrock who imprisoned me. Well, not just me. They threw a lot of the clan members down here. And then the bastards, they opened the cages. Let the actual prisoners loose. It was some kind of sick game to them. But I never heard an alarm. You must be stealthy as a shadow. Well, this elixir might come in handy. There's a chamber you might come across. Fills with gas if the cell gates open accidentally. A failsafe measure, you see. Drink this potion and the gas won't bother you. I always carry a vial, just in case. Suit yourself. No skin off my nose if the poison melts your face. Perhaps you'll take this advice. Beware the spike room. It's a defense mechanism that will skewer you if you're not careful. It resets if you don't turn the 3 valves fast enough. No, not if you want to make it through the prison. But there's a 4th valve hidden around the wall near the exit gate. Close that valve before the others, and the trap won't reset. Consider this a reward for not getting me killed.
quite valuable, isn't it? Like every good story, your tale just grows in the telling. That's the end of that tale. I do believe we're good at this.
Is that the best you can do? My Hearth Mother hits harder than that, and she's dead.
I'm with you, my friend.
You again? If I didn't know any better, I'd think you liked me. So Kurog's pet shows up again. Are you here to make sure I am still a prisoner? Or has he sent you to cut my throat? Come on, what are you waiting for? Just kill me and get it over with. Or don't you have the guts for that kind of work? Kurog sent you to kill the captured chief, but he didn't tell you it was me. How typical. Well, the damn cultists couldn't kill me, the prison escapees couldn't kill me, and neither can you. The Trinimac priestess. She's just like the idiots who attacked my stronghold and threw me down here. They released my prisoners and made a game out of letting them torture us. But the joke's on them. I'm still alive. What are you talking about? After I left Orsinium, I returned here just in time to watch the Voshrock overwhelm my stronghold. I've been a prisoner in my own dungeon ever since. Definitely didn't have time to do anything at the temple. That's nice. I have adoring admirers, but I had nothing to do with them or the temple. Now do you want to chat or do you want to get out of here? My arms hurt, so climbing up the well is right out. We need to find another exit. I do indeed. But the prison defenses are still active. That's going to make getting out of here a bit tricky. Lucky for you, I'm here. First, we need to get through the Chamber of Scorn, where we keep the most dangerous prisoners. Chamber's protected by poison gas. If we run into trouble, you'll have to deal with it, what with my injured arm and all. The Chamber of Scorn is defended by a mechanism that releases poison gas. We can deal with that, but the solution is rather complex. I employed the best engineers Cold could buy, after all. I'll explain what we need to do once we get inside. What? You think Malakoth's code only allows for death or exile? Sometimes you want individuals to pay for their crimes, but you also want to keep them around, just in case. Besides, running a prison has turned out to be a lucrative business. Any clan that wants us to take in an undesirable pays us gold for the privilege. And as I'm sure you noticed, we have a lot of undesirables down here. But we can discuss this in more detail later, after we get out of here. Forgot about them. Blasted engineers always making upgrades. So just so you know, if we don't do this exactly right, we're both going to die. No pressure or anything, but I wanted you to know what we're dealing with here. I need to turn the manual override switches in the correct order to open the gate to the next chamber. But this is the Chamber of Scorn. It was designed to hold our most dangerous inmates, so it won't be that simple. As soon as I start the process, poison will begin filling the room, and those cell doors are going to swing open. I'll try to be quick, but with an injured arm, I can only work so fast. Just keep the prisoners away from me and stay out of the gas. You die a slow and painful death. Exciting, isn't it? Now let's get this over with. Once I turn this lever, there's no stopping, so get ready. Turning the first lever. Now! One down. I'll get the next one. Just keep those prisoners away from me. Good job, but things are about to get more complicated. One more lever to go. All right, that's done. Let's keep moving. Welcome to the Spike Room. I'd brag about the craftsmanship if we weren't trapped down here. See those valves on the wall? I need you to turn all 3 of them. Just watch out for the spikes. Well, not exactly. Those expensive engineers I hired built in override timers on the locks. If you don't close the valves fast enough, the trap resets. We built it to hamper escape attempts, remember? It's not supposed to be easy. Just watch out for those spikes. They're reinforced metal sharpened to razor points. They might be coated with poison. Depends on when the last maintenance tasks were performed. Get skewered by a couple of those spikes and it's so long, Hawker. The spikes aren't random. You can watch from up here and you might be able to determine the pattern. It changes daily, so even I don't know the current sequence. Just remember that if you take too long, it resets and you'll have to start over. it out. Not bad. Just a little farther and we'll be out of here. Finally. It's good to breathe free air again. Just give me a moment to compose myself. I refuse to leave one prison just to enter another. If you plan to take me to Kurog, forget about it. I'd rather die here with my clan than have to see Kurog's gloating face again. Damn right you're not. Make a move and I'll cut you. Just a flick of my wrist and your guts will decorate the floor. Now tell me why Solgra sent you. What kind of game is Kurog playing this time? My arm is fine, but I couldn't get out of the prison on my own, so killing you down there wasn't an option. Now I'll ask again. Why are you here? Why did Solgra send you to help me? Now I understand. Kurog wants to save face. Can't have a rival chief die at the hands of fanatics who worship the same god as our so-called king. Now I see where Kurog's priorities lie. Help Kurog? Where was our so-called king when my clan was at the mercy of the Vashrak? Where was he when my people were dying or being forced to join this cult against their will? How many times do I have to tell you? I had nothing to do with that. You want to know the truth? Find Ulsha. I sent her away during the attack. She's camped outside Faron. She'll tell you everything you need to know.
Chief Vazrog, lower your weapon, please. I don't want to loose this arrow, but I will if you don't stand down.
Damn it, Wood Elf, fine! But you might as well put that arrow in my heart, because I won't let you turn me over to Kurog. Something isn't right in all this. I hope you can see that. In any case, just kill me or let me go, because I'm not letting you turn me over to Kurog.
So now what? I've never taken an Orc Chief prisoner before. I guess we could take him to High Priestess Solgra. She did send us to save him, after all. I'm sure I can sneak him into the city, as long as he cooperates and doesn't do anything stupid or anything. All right then, we've got a plan. And it's a perfectly good plan. Really. Other than me trying to sneak the chief into a city where Kurog has eyes and ears everywhere. What was I thinking? And how are we going to convince the chief to come with me? Right. Sneak Bosrog into Orsinium and get him to Solgra. Easy as Boar Knuckles pie. Why do I have a feeling this trip back is going to get complicated?
You can put the bow down, Elf. I'll go with you as long as you promise not to turn me over to Kurog.
Sorry, no. I'm keeping the bow. But I promise not to take you to Kurog.
Fine. Just watch where you're pointing that thing.
Don't worry. Chief Bosrog gave us his word, so I'll get into the High Priestess. We'll sneak into Orsinium and no one will even know we're there. When you reach the city, come find me. There's something not right here, and it's making me nervous.
You saved my life, so I'll go along with this nonsense. For now. Just find Ulsha. She'll prove I had nothing to do with the attack on the temple. But if this is a trick, there's nowhere in Oblivion where you'll be able to hide from my wrath.
Say to some celebratory sweets. No pleasure in killing, but I'm glad we're alive and they're not.
Someone's coming this way, Lucia!
Let them through. They're friends.
Good quality there.
It's good to see you again, though we seem destined to always meet during troubled times. First, the frozen peasants, and now this difficulty with the Vashrak. I try to remain optimistic, but sometimes I just want to scream. My husband lives. Truly, the man is favored by Malakath. I suppose I need to thank Solgra for sending help when I requested it. But where is he? Is the chief well? His shield wife, yes. Does that surprise you? All of the clan chiefs have strong and devoted partners. My husband has numerous wives, but when it comes to the safety of Farin, he turns to me. Now tell me, please, is Bosrog all right? After the chief met with Kurog, we immediately set out for Farin. He was angry, but he refused to talk about it. We arrived to find our stronghold overrun by those Trinimac fanatics. The Vashrak fell upon us before we knew what was happening. What? Of course not. Chief Bosrog would never put innocents in danger, not even if Kurog insulted his honor. Tell me who these imposters were so that I can deal with them in accordance with the curse and the code. Very well, but my chief is innocent. We must clear his name. I'll contact my sources and investigate from my end if you promise to do the same. Now where is Chief Bosrog? Then I trust he will stay that way, or you will answer to me. Take this as a token of thanks for assisting the chief, and for your willingness to find the truth of the dark matters that plague Hrothgar. I'll contact you in Orsinium when I have news.